So hi, well, the Good Noise Podcast. I'm Shane,
I'm Glory.
and we're well rested today.
No. Who said that?
Well rested enough.
You might be well rested.
Well,
I did not
to be
well.
completely fair, I'm so well rested. I woke up this morning, in time for school, and was like, you know what? I just don't feel like it today. I didn't go back to bed or anything because I had a million other things to do. But I was like, it's just, it's one of those days. It's a Monday.
Exactly.
It is definitely a Monday.
I'm sure your professors didn't even show up.
No,
So-
he was there. I tuned in through Zoom.
So you did kind of go.
No. I was there. I wasn't listening though. I turned my speaker off as soon as I joined. Once he went into the lecture, I just turned it off. No chance he was going to call on me.
Yeah. So does that count as like you showing up for the class?
I was there. My name was in the room.
So like, okay. So that's basically what your next semester is going to be then.
No, my next semester is like completely online. Like no interaction with anybody.
Yeah. Wait. So you were on Zoom.
Yes.
Is that class usually on Zoom? I thought all of your classes were in person.
That class is on campus, but since with all the COVID bullshit, they have to offer like a Zoom version of the class, like Zooming from your period.
Okay, that's good.
So that like if you catch the silly virus or just don't feel like showing up, you can tune in and not miss anything. So that's what I did today.
So you can basically just say like, okay, on Tuesdays I just don't want to show up in person, so I'll just watch all the stuff online.
Pretty much, yeah. But my parents are like, you shouldn't do that, and I'm like, it's the end of the semester. There are like 3 weeks left.
Yeah, nobody cares anymore.
Let me live.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Speaking of living, still living my best life over here. Went to 2 concerts this past weekend. Water parks round 2. So last week, as I said so eloquently, I got called a bitch over a guitar pick.
You did.
And the resolution to this story happens in part 2, night 2. The person who called me a bitch happened to be standing next to me for the entire show. We did not kiss and make up though.
Come on.
There was no resolution in that regard.
Okay, well then it doesn't count.
Yeah, no. Well, we were there. We said hi. They're friends with the people we went with, that I went with. But I, in my own little world, sweat my ass off. The
Try
pit
not
flooded.
to catch lice
And bronchitis
ringworm.
and COVID and ringworm and
park shows are a different breed. Not because like they go crazy, just because like you can literally catch like
anything.
Ringworm.
Yeah.
And like the Black Plague.
Yep.
Like they have everything there. Oh, it's disgusting.
The pit flooded during this show. No one threw up, but the pit did start to flood. I don't know how. Yes.
Flood. Did everybody just like collectively piss at the same time? Or like did a pipe break?
Everybody pissed in the water park's pit. I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. I was so
it like
far
just like a thing of water just on the floor? Like a layer?
The entire floor was soaked at the end of the night, and I think it was a mixture of water and sweat because they didn't turn the AC on and there were 1,000 people in there.
Then.
That was all sweat. But the floor, I don't know like how it flooded at one point. Like Austin had to throw towels in the crowd and like someone came in with a mop to like mop it up, and it's like I don't know what happened. I really don't. I don't want to know. I think
were you in the puddle?
No, I think it's funnier not knowing what happened.
You're making me, be happy that I missed my park show because I didn't catch lice, I didn't catch ringworm, I didn't step in piss puddles, I didn't step in vomit. So it's like all perks here. I told my family about the lice and ringworm, and they're like, "You're still sad that you couldn't go?" And I was like, "Yeah, but it could have been my lice and my ringworm.
I could have caught it. I could have caught it.
Exactly.
Oh,
that's so gross.
Yeah, it is.
So gross.
It really is.
That's foul.
So that was Parks night too.
And then who else did you see?
I saw Armor for Sleep, and the openers happened to be Never Loved and Eight Graves.
I love them.
All the bands rocked, and then at the end of the night, I went over to the merch table and hung out with Eight Graves and Never Loved for like 10 minutes, and we BS'd. And it was a very fun time. And I met Never Love's photographer, Connor. Hi, Connor.
Hi, Connor.
Shane from Never Love came up and he was like, I'm going to sign your 8 Graves merch.
Is that a joke?
He's like, if you take that one, I'll sign it for you.
I love him so much.
And I'm like, just take the pocket tee. Like, whatever. I don't need you to sign the 8 Graves merch. It's all right. But yeah, that was very fun. That was an exciting evening. I bought a ticket on StubHub, and like 5 hours beforehand I was on the phone with StubHub like, hi, my tickets haven't shown up yet. That's how I was spending my Saturday afternoon, making sure I could go to this show. So that's good. And then the next one is Brick and Mortar's gig on Thursday. I'll be working merch there. So come say hi. Brick
and Mortar. Is that Wind Up Kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Brick and Mortar, Little Hag, and Wind Up Kid.
That's good.
And it's gonna be a crazy night. Come say hi to me at the Brick and Mortar merch table. I'll be working it all night.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Is that your first time doing merch?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have to get there at 3:00 in the afternoon.
What time does it open?
Doors aren't until 7.
For what reason? Like, what do you have to do?
I gotta make sure the merch is all ready. And make sure.
Isn't that just like putting boxes on the ground? Like, what do you have to do? Set the
table up, pin the merch up, get the prices ready, make sure that the card reader's working, you know.
Oh my god, that's so much stuff that can be done 30 minutes before the show.
All of the merch into the sizes and hang them over the box, you know.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. A lot of work to be done.
It's a lot of work, man.
In 4 hours before the show.
You could literally do that an hour before the show. Like that takes. I'm not even. Anyways, okay.
So I'll be there, and if anybody's selling a ticket to see Atreyu at Starland Ballroom for about $5, hit us up, because I'm not paying full price for that show. I just want to see Crown the Empire. But if you are selling a ticket to that, hit us up, please. Music to talk about this week. It was a relatively light week, though. A couple albums.
It was light.
It's finally starting to wind down with these releases, man. The end of the year, but it's the end of the year, but it's like, hey, we still got like 17 records coming out and like 1 million tours. It's like it's gonna be December. What in the fuck is going on? Like, and it's not like these bands putting out Christmas covers. It's like,
here's an album we recorded in 2018.
Yeah, here's an album that we've been sitting on for 2.5 years. We're gonna tour on it next year. You know, whatever.
Okay.
Silent Planet put out their album Iridescent. I was very close. I added a D.
You were close.
I was very close.
Yeah.
If we ever get them on the podcast, I won't fuck it up that time.
Congratulations on your newest record, Iridescence.
Yeah, I won't fuck it up. Fucking bangers front to back. I've seen a lot more praise on the timeline for this album than I thought I was going to, because I hadn't heard until Silent Planet until I saw them with Motionless in White, and I was like, who in the fuck is this band? And then everybody's like, this Silent Planet album's so good, and it's like, we're not too heavy into metalcore Twitter like on our timeline, and it's like everybody's talking about this album, and like rightfully so. It bangs. I enjoyed it very much. Come on the podcast.
I wasn't the biggest fan of this record because it's just not my genre. But if Shane says it's good, then it was probably good. Unless, well, I can't really take your I can't trust your music taste, because Trapped and Five Finger Death Punch and countless other artists that maybe you haven't even told us about.
It goes on and on and on.
Limp Bizkit, like, okay, well okay.
All right.
I take that back. I take that back.
You say that my music taste is awful, okay? But you single-handedly fueled it by buying me the Trapped Greatest Hits vinyl for my birthday.
That was a joke. An expensive joke, but a joke.
Listen, I'm glad you did it, because once I found out about that vinyl's existence, it's been like in the back of my brain. I'm like, one of these days I'm going to spend way too much money on this Trapped vinyl.
Too much money, dude. Way too much money. It was like a snap decision too. You said it, and I was like,
"That's a perfect idea." You're like, send me your address right now.
I was literally like 5 minutes later. I was like, "Hey, send me your address." Now you have it. And you have Chris Taylor
So
Brown's
true.
stupid face
Yeah, it's a
on a
picture disc.
vinyl.
He's on both sides. I can't wait to listen to it and watch his little head
Is it just
spin.
him
No,
on one side?
it's the band at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, for some reason I feel like his ego would just, is just so big that he would have the band on one side and then on the other side it would just be him.
Yeah, no, I'm very upset about that. I would have loved just 2 pictures of Chris Taylor Brown.
That would have been so good.
You want to know the best part about that vinyl before we continue talking about the music that came out this week? That pressing that you got me, this Greatest Hits has been pressed twice. The pressing you bought me was pressed in 2020, probably like, sometime during the peak of like the bullshit that was going on with them. So I don't know why the label that owns the right to that thought that we're gonna press this and we're gonna sell millions of copies of this. Of just
they probably only sold like 50.
Re-recorded version of Headstrong, like that's
and the acoustic.
Yeah, because everything is it's Greatest Hits, but they re-recorded everything, so it just sounds 10 times worse than it already did.
I thought it was the original Headstrong.
No, but it's better. Well, I already own the original Headstrong on vinyl.
Oh yeah, you have the 7-inch.
Yeah, but it looks perfect next to it. By the way,
not a joke anymore.
No, but it makes the vinyl 10 times better because the version of Headstrong that's on there, the re-recorded one, is like 11 times worse than the original. Because he's sung it hundreds of times already anyway, so now he's gonna go record it, and he's like putting the same amount of heart into it as he would performing it live, which is like 0 effort.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like 0. I've seen him perform, and I'm like, what am I watching? You're not doing anything.
You're just walking around with your phone in the air.
Yeah, you're thinking of the same video. Oh my god. Oh my god, I love that video. I love that video so much.
Back off, I'll take you on. Yeah.
Anyways, I'll move on. The Seafloor Cinema dropped a new album in CinemaScope with a stereophonic phonic sounds. I messed that up.
I fucking hate that album title.
My brain read it and was like, yeah, but then I just messed it up still.
So good.
Banger record though. I really enjoyed it.
I saw you, like, we're not very active on Instagram, and I even saw you go banger album on Instagram in the comments. I was like, yeah, you're right. The album fucking rips.
It does. I really enjoyed it.
I still can't get over Drip God though. That's the crazy one, right? That's the crazy track.
I believe so. Drip God.
Yeah, whichever one.
I think that's like it was like a dubstep, but it might have been also hyper pop.
Yeah, whichever one is the crazy one, and Drip God just seems like the song that would be that one. I'm sorry, I've only listened to the album twice. It still rips though. That song, I can't get over it because it's like so wildly different over everything else that they did. But it's
and they
like,
dropped it
works.
As a single as well.
It was part of the 2 singles that they dropped to like announce the album. Like, what the fuck are they about to put out?
So I remember I was very confused when I first heard those 2 singles because I was like, this is a regular song, right? The song that they dropped alongside Drip God. And then there was Drip God. And I was like, what? What? You don't know what to expect, but it still lived up to the hype, to my expectations.
Yes, the album is very good. And go listen to it right now.
Yes.
And watch our interview with them.
There you go. Yeah.
There's a plug. Watch our interview with them. We chatted about the album. It's very good. Apparently it's not good enough though, because I think it has 1 dislike on it. So whoever disliked it, go change that. It's very rude of you.
I didn't know it had a dislike.
Yeah, hurt my feelings. But anyways, Silk Sonic put out an album, An Evening with Silk Sonic. Said it last week, I'll say it again. Bruno Mars is the only man that can make this kind of music and make me enjoy it.
Oh my god, dude! There was a song that Andrew Pack, I believe that's his name, Anderson. It's Anderson. I think it was like a chill kind of rap that he did, and I was like, oh my god, this album immediately went onto my album of the year list. I didn't expect it to, but I love Bruno Mars.
It in November.
Dude, oh no, I'm just rearranging it. It's not. Some things were just kind of filler, like, okay, I'll put this here for now, and I just swap it out with whatever I like. But this album, fantastic. I listened to it once. I'm gonna listen to it probably 100 more times before the year ends. Just amazing. I missed Bruno.
Yeah, he's back. Such a good album. So
I need a
fucking
vinyl
good.
to drop.
Well, give it about a year.
There are a lot of people who saying March 2022.
Probably like March 2024 with how many Adele fucking albums were pressed. And
those are already pressed though.
Yeah, and then, on top of that, Taylor Swift's new album that she put out on Friday is 4 fucking LPs.
So we're just never getting vinyls again. No. And then they're probably going to repress
another Beatles album.
Another Beatles album.
Ed Sheeran will have another album out by then, by the time we finally catch up. So,
and then it'll just start all
Adele
over. It's an endless
like,
cycle.
I need another 1 million copies of my album to put in bargain bins at Five Below. So yeah, right now it's looking about 2025 for your Silk Sonic vinyl. Silk Sonic. Even though it's Bruno Mars, they're gonna be like, "Fuck you, Bruno Mars." Adele. We need Adele right now. We need that new Lorde album on vinyl ASAP.
God, not that. That was such a bad album, dude. I don't hate albums, but that's an exception. True. God, yeah, and it's like 9 songs long, 30 minutes.
It's too long.
In and out. Done.
Oh yeah, I thought we were still talking about the Lorde album. Like, yeah,
oh no, Lorde album.
No, this one was in and out.
Yeah, this one was in and out. Songs kept a good pace. It was, I don't know, something about it, something in it. Memorist drops new EP Oni Kaijo.
Go watch our interview with them.
Yeah, watch our interview. I forgot that I thought this one had come out already because it's been so long since the interview.
No, it wasn't even announced when we did the interview with them. They were like announcing it the next day. Yeah. And the EP rips. I kind of like forgot about its existence entirely, and then it was on there, and I was like, wait, what in the fuck?
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, no, the EP rips. Go listen to it, and then go listen to our interview about it.
It was a really fun one.
It's very unhinged because it was like midnight for him.
Right? It was amazing. I love those when it's like super late for them. But when it's super late for us, it's not fun.
No. So it was perfect. Go watch it and listen to the EP. Mm-hmm. That's the whole review.
That was it.
Vended put out an EP. What it is, kill it. And the past 2 releases.
What is it?
What is it? Okay, I can't read. Anyways, the past 2 releases that we're talking about have little slashes in there. It's a nice little
touch.
They look nice together. Both the singles still sound like Baby Slipknot, but honestly, listening to this entire EP, it's like, this isn't just Baby Slipknot, which is good. That's exactly what I wanted from the project.
But you were okay with Baby Slipknot.
I was okay with it, but I don't want them to just like live in the shadows of Slipknot.
To be completely and brutally honest, they're probably always going to be in the shadow of Slipknot.
Well, that's just because that's how the metal community is. They're going to be like, that just sounds like Slipknot, even if it sounds nothing like Slipknot. They're going to be like, that drum fill sounded like something Slipknot would do.
Yeah. I'm just saying, just because they're related to them. Well, it could be his cousin, it could be his nephew. What's his name? Chris.
Corey Taylor. Not Chris.
I get them mixed up.
Brown.
Because his Corey Taylor, Chris Taylor. You see the connection there. I think they're related. But it's just because like he's related, so people are gonna be like, that's Baby Slipknot. Either way, isn't that the Slipknot band?
Yeah, isn't that the Slipknot band? And like obviously they're doing a bunch of Knotfest dates, and even if they like went on tour with Slipknot next year, I wouldn't be shocked. But I just don't want like their sound to be the same,
to be Slipknot.
So I'm glad that the other tracks on the EP didn't sound like that. Overall, it was pretty good. Pretty stoked about this band, and pretty pissed that the tour they're doing doesn't come within like 100 miles of me, because I would be there.
Yeah. I'm happy to see that they're actually sticking to whatever is that metal. I don't know what
metal.
They are.
Yeah, it's
whatever
metal.
They are, and it's not like folk or something, because that'd be kind of scary. Like, how are you Chris Taylor? No, Corey Taylor. Corey motherfucking Taylor's
not
son.
Chris Taylor.
And you're making folk. Like, I don't know. That's just me though. Justin Courtney Pierre dropped a new EP, Ghost World. I love this.
Another fucking banger.
I mean this completely, like, respectfully. Did you hear like a tinge of Weezer voice in Justin's vocals? Because I did. Every single time I heard Justin sing. I was like, Weezer?
I love how you opened it with, I mean this in the most respectful way possible.
Because we make fun of Weezer!
As if Weezer isn't a massive band.
They are.
That is for some reason. Some reason. Well respected or whatever.
Are they well respected though? I feel like everybody makes fun of them because they're the Virgin band.
Like well respected in like the sense of like they've been around for like 30 years. But
well,
like,
that doesn't equal respect.
But like, and it's like you respect their albums like 15 years after they come out because they suck when you first listen to them. You're like, what in the fuck are they doing? Anyways, no, I didn't hear Weezer.
Listen to it again with Weezer in your head. Maybe it was just Weezer on the brain.
Why?
Maybe that was it.
Why would you have Weezer on the brain though?
I mean, End of the Game, that song. I haven't listened to it in a while, but it was just in my head today.
So sorry to hear that.
Such a good song.
Anyways, yeah, no, the EP ripped. I just didn't hear any Weezer. I'm so sorry to hear that. You heard Weezer in there.
I thought it was good though.
Yeah, no, it was good whether you heard Weezer or not.
Exactly.
I'm very hung up on your Weezer comment.
I was listen to it again and you will hear the Weezer. I don't know his name. I don't know the Weezer guy's name.
Rivers Cuomo?
Withers. Isn't it Cuomo?
Cuomo. I don't know.
C-U-M-O.
Come. Rivers come.
No, you can't say that on here.
Rivers come. Whatever.
No,
I don't care if Rivers sees it.
Move on.
Guilt dropped an EP in windows through mirrors. I am so digging the new sound, new era for Guilt. Like I like the LP. We chatted with them about it and everything, but I'm digging this EP so much more than I dug that album. This is so fucking good. I listened to it like 2 or 3 times today. I was like, this is solid.
Caught me off guard that it was only 3 songs, because usually in my brain, like 3 songs is singles, and then usually when you get to 4 to like 6, it's EP, and then 7 to 50 for Donda. Then it's like album. Donda. But this was good. It was as in and out, kept my attention the entire time. I wasn't like, God, this is 3 songs, but it's taking forever. Why does it feel like 10? It was good. I enjoyed it, and I would appreciate like maybe 2 or 3 more. If you guys have any B-sides, that'd be cool.
Drop the album.
Drop the album. Yeah. Mitski dropped a new single, The Only Heartbreaker. When the first chords for this song happened, I was like, The Weeknd? But then I was like, The Weeknd didn't create like 80s chords or 90s chords, like the piano. So I was like, that's not a good comparison, but I would just like to drop that in there.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was all right. Not like a Mitski stan or whatever. Not depressed. I am, but I don't cope with Mitski. I don't know. I mean, it was all right. I get the hype for her and everything, like, because I've got friends that are like wildly into her, like to the point where it's like, go listen to something else you've listened to Mitski 20,000 times.
20,000 Mitski scrubbles.
Like, please go listen to anything else. So like, I kind of get the hype for her now that I've listened to a couple of tracks, but it's
it's just not your stuff.
No, like, I love me some emotional music, but like my Mitski is like Bad Omens,
Or Korn.
Yeah, well, not so much Korn. Bad Omens really gets me in the feels.
Oh.
So.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Just the way
One Direction is my Mitski. They really get me in my feels. Little things. Oh my god, bro. I was just gonna say it banged. That was sorry for the Weeknd comparison, because he didn't create 90s chords or 80s. I don't know. It's one of those.
Create the 80s aesthetic. And
wish he did
chord
though.
Progression. Pup put out 2 singles, Waiting and Kill Something, and are going on tour in May. So if there's an album that comes out around then, I wouldn't be shocked. Yes, Pink Shift is going to be on there. I called it on Twitter. The tweet got almost 20 likes. I just kind of had a feeling, because like they had been talking about it, and I'm like, I'll treat it as a joke. And then it happened, and I was like, and everyone was like, you called it. I'm like, I didn't actually know anything. I was just like, shit posting, because I had seen Pink Shift and Pup put in the same sentence one too many times. Um, songs are pretty good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this and they did like a Muppets thing or something like Muppets, and that was the only other single I've listened to by them. Do you remember that?
I don't remember the Muppets thing.
I think it
I
was like a
don't.
music video that they did for like their last single.
Oh.
I don't know. Because I remember I posted about it. Remember when Good Noise Podcast was a music news account on Instagram? Do you remember that era where I used to
For
post
like
like new single
for
up
like
by
four total posts because we were out of things to post about. Yeah.
yeah. So I remember I posted about the Muppets thing, and it wasn't Muppets, it was like puppets or something. But those three songs are the only ones that I've heard, and every time I'm like, that's not what I assumed, Pup would sound like. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Pub is an interesting band just because it's
Mhm.
like you don't expect it based on, how they dress, what the band name is, what the album title is, what the song title is, and then it's like it's this grungy punk shit, and you're like, what in the fuck did I just hear?
Yeah.
So
But you keep going back for
you
more.
keep on going back, and you're like, why am I
Mhm.
coming back for more? You're
Mhm.
like, cause it rips. And it's like
Mhm.
even now, like they've got this like bright, colorful aesthetic going, and
Clown.
it's
Yeah.
like what? Like, but somehow it works. So
Mhm.
it's like I don't get it, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Avril Lavigne dropped a new single, "Bite Me." Did she break up with the Greasy Man?
That's what I was thinking when I was listening to this. I'm like, are her and Greasy Man all right?
Yeah, because I was like, I listened to this and I was like, "Ooh, Greasy Man like messed up." If you have Avril Lavigne coming back to breakup songs,
Um.
like, ooh,
Anyways, the song rips whether her and Greasy Man are broken up or
Greasy
not.
Man. What is his name? Mod Sun.
Yeah.
There you go. Forgot his name.
But the song bangs. I'm like, holy shit! She came back with a vengeance. Because
Mm-hmm.
like she had been doing like an on and off thing for a while there, and like she had been dropping shit, since way past anybody really caring about Avril Lavigne. But it's like over these past couple of months, like she just kind of came out of nowhere doing the Mod Sun collab, and then dating Mod Sun, and now she's
Oh, they
back.
didn't break up.
Okay, now she's back dropping breakup songs about someone not Mod Sun related, and I don't know. She's like back in her form,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe part of the reason why people like really care this time is because like pop punk is on the rise because of Greasy Man and Machine Gun
Another
Kelly.
Greasy Man.
Yeah, I don't know, but the song rips. So
It does.
yeah.
It's really good. It's really, really good.
Merlin Wood and Connie dropped a single SYK. Did you put this on here because it sucks so bad?
Because I firstly, I love Merlin. I love Brockhampton. This song, not it, in my opinion. Not a fan. Not a fan.
It's not even like. I mean, I thought that the constant repeating of like the same phrase over and over again was just grating, but it wasn't even that made me hate it. It was that awful beat on the track.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what, because like at the beginning, but like by the end I was like, this is so bad it's good, because like it started
You're a Merlin
out,
Wood fan.
It started out and I'm like, I'm going to drive to Virginia right now and kill Glory for putting this on here and making me listen to this. And then by the end I was like, all right, but what if I did it again? Like what if I put it on? Like
What if I just
like,
listen to it one more time?
If I like, I don't know, but it's like it's so bad it's good. I don't recommend it to anybody, but like if you accidentally happen to stumble across the song, you might wind up wanting to listen to it again.
That's actually that's a good review.
That's exactly the experience I had while listening to this song.
Wow. Yeah. I'm glad you had that experience versus my experience where I had very high expectations and I would listen to it and I was like, God, this is garbage. And I went and switched to something else. I didn't have the, oh man, that was garbage, but I think I'm going to listen to it again.
Well, I didn't listen to it again. I was just like, but what if I did?
Oh, okay. You considered it though.
Yeah.
I was just like, I have to get this out of my ears.
Yeah, fair enough. The Korn song was after that on the playlist. So it was like, there's no going back.
No. It's Korn.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, Korn. Korn dropped their new single, Start the Healing.
And they announced their new album. dropping February 4th. Guess what I did as soon as they announced it?
What'd you do,
that
Shane?
motherfucker. Immediately.
Mhm.
I don't even care if the album sucks or not. I'm gonna love it. It's gonna be the album
Is
of the
that
year
the-
next year.
Is the baby head crushed? Is that the album art, or
Yes.
is that just the sing? Oh.
Yeah, no, the album art that I sent to you that had
Mhm.
leaked is the album art. It's awful, and I can't wait to have it on a vinyl. I
That's
might
horrible.
even wind up like buying the Walmart version of the album and having 2 copies of that album art. you
Wow,
know?
just because you love it? Oh my god, me with Safe Face.
Yeah, just because I love the album art so much, I'm gonna pin it on my wall. Anyways,
No.
this song has been on a loop since it came out for me. It's very good. I like it very much. I can't wait for February 4th. Hi, Korn's team. If you're watching, I am the biggest Korn stan on the entire internet.
How many streams do you have?
Like 10,000.
There you go.
So I'm like your average Mitski fan, except with Korn.
Korn, yeah, exactly.
So if you'd like to send us the album early, I can give a very, very in-depth review about. Like I'll figure out the lore behind every single song before the album's even out. Like I don't.
He will.
That's the only band where like I'll listen and be like, okay, what is he actually saying though? Like without looking into it, and then like I'll look into it and be like, oh hey, I knew what that song was saying, but that one I was wrong about because I'm a Korn stan through and through.
Yeah.
Song's pretty good. Album's gonna be pretty good. I haven't heard it yet though.
So send it over so he can hear it.
But here's my gripe with what these new metal bands are doing now, though. Limp Bizkit dropped an album that was 30 minutes long. Korn is doing the exact same thing. It's like 32 minutes long.
They finally got the memo to stop putting out hour-long albums.
No. I want an hour-long Korn album. I don't want a 30-minute long Korn album. What do I have to wait for 9? Why do I have to wait 3 months for 9 songs? That's not fair.
You got a point. Yeah.
And the other single release is already leaked. So what the hell? I'm gonna hear a third of the album.
When is it dropping?
There's like one in December or one in January and one in February, like a couple days before the album comes out.
So it's only basically 6 new songs that you're getting.
And I'm gonna listen to all the singles obsessively because I can't help myself. But it's like just drop the album now. Surprise drop it and go on tour in the winter. Also announce the tour. I know you've got one. I know you guys have a winter tour planned. I know it's gonna come nowhere near me, but I'm gonna find the nearest state and I'm gonna come. I'm gonna be there.
They're gonna go to New York. Everybody goes to New York.
Well, they'll go to like New York. They'll go to like 3 hours into Pennsylvania, and I'll be like, I'm gonna find a date. I'm gonna go, whichever one works.
They'll probably
me.
go to Virginia.
Honestly, yeah, maybe because they did hit like all the major markets during the summer tour. So it's like their winter tour. They're gonna like hit every secondary market. So I'll be in like Ohio seeing Korn, and I'm like, this is the best fucking. This is the only reason to go to Ohio.
Oh, imagine going to the Korn state. That's just
to see Korn.
To see Korn. It's amazing. Are they from Korn? Are they from Korn?
Bakersfield, California.
Then where did Korn come from? Because that would make sense if they were twist.
Anyways, my other album of the year for next year dropped their lead single. Bad Omens dropped their title track, The Death of Peace of Mind. So fucking good. Also been on a loop. Been in my little feels over here. Listen to Bad Omens. Hi, Bad Omens team. I'm also a massive Bad Omens stan. So if you would like me to dive into the album and give you guys the lore or just paragraphs, I'll write more paragraphs for this than I did for my essay I did today for class, and I paid for that. Send it over. I'll post it on the internet or something when the album's out, and everybody will know the lore. I don't know. Interview maybe, and dive into the lore. I don't know. Let me hear the album.
Something.
Early.
We'll take anything.
Yeah. The song was very good though. I see them in 2 weeks. Glory's very jealous because that's the Ice Nine Kills tour.
I'm very jealous because you didn't even really like Silver Scream 2.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
I did not get to spend enough time with it because that Dead album was so fucking good. And I've been waiting for a Dead album for like 4 years and kind of fed up with the whole horror movie Silver Scream Part 2 of Ice Nine Kills. Kind of just fed up with the whole thing. So I was like, I'll just consume the Dead album way too much first. I still like Ice Nine Kills though. I'm very excited to go see them play a sold out show in New Jersey with
so jealous.
with another favorite band of mine, Bad Omens. It's gonna be crazy. I'll send you videos and pictures.
I just need Iceman Kills video. I just need shower scene. That oh my god. I want it. Oh, the breakdown with the chug riffs, with the when it goes in and out with the horror sound with the knife and the girls. Oh my god, dude. The album is so good. Okay. They come to Virginia. I can't even go. Just be in the same state as me. Pass through, and I'll be happy.
Spencer was actually at the water park show that I went to on last Sunday.
Did you see him?
No, he tweeted about it though after the fact. Like he tweeted a video from the balcony, and I was like, "You were in the same area as me, and nobody told me."
Have you heard about the likes?
I was driving home from the show and saw Austin reply to a tweet like, "Oh, thanks for showing up, man." And I hit it while I was driving, and I was Spencer from Ice Nine Kills was in Pennsylvania. The dude's
Spencer likes water parks.
The dude is from fucking Massachusetts and had played a show there like 48 hours ago in Massachusetts. So what the hell was he doing in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Why? In like
That's
not the nicest part of Philadelphia either.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing over here, dude?
That's oh my god, I'm so jealous. When was that? Was that Saturday?
No, that was last Sunday.
Oh, last Sunday.
Yeah, that was the first. That was night one.
Oh my god, dude, you were in the same room as Spencer. You know you share a birthday with him. Of course, you know that.
Yeah, I found that out. I found that out on Sunday.
I'm so jealous. Oh my god,
practically besties.
Practically like brothers.
Yeah,
you know. Oh my god, dude. Oh, anyways, he came as Romans, dropped a new single, Daggers.
It's pretty fucking good too. They should drop the album. They've only put out
You're saying
like
that
4
a lot.
singles.
Yeah.
Well, they should drop the album in our inbox. That's all I'm saying.
There you go. That's new.
But
yeah,
they should drop the album. Well, there's just like there's a run here of 4 bands that I am fans of that don't have albums out yet, but are either starting or in the middle of an album cycle. So they should just drop it now.
Exactly, or just drop it in our inbox now.
Yeah.
If you don't feel like dropping it to everybody, you could just drop it to us.
Yeah, we'll listen to it and let you know what we think. But the song rips. So that's always good. Code Orange put out a new single, Out for Blood, and it only took me it only took me seeing them live to finally get the hype for this band, and the song's very good. I'm very excited for whatever's coming next. Their 2020 album was on loop for a couple weeks after I saw them. The song was pretty good.
See, when I see the single on the list, I just remember your message that you sent to the group chat. You were like, Code Orange just dropped a new song and I'm stuck at the Virgin show because you're at Water Parks Night too. And I'm just like, dude, that was you're stuck with lice and ringworm.
Yeah, it was like
could be listening to Code Orange.
6 o'clock, and I'm like, I got VIP for this thing. I can't even blast it right now because I'm in the venue when they just opened doors, and it's like, dude, I just want to hear the Code Orange song, but I'm here about to see Water Parks perform for the 2nd time in less than a week.
Yeah.
And then proceed to sweat my ass off.
Yeah,
it was pretty fun though.
Dance and sweat.
Yeah, it was pretty fun though.
Ugh, so gross. I Met a Yeti dropped new single, Red Eyes B Yeti. It's banged. I enjoyed this a lot.
This is pretty good. Yeah, interesting song title. But very good. As it is, dropped a single. I Miss 2003.
Me too. Well, I wasn't even born.
Announced their album for also February 4th. The song rips. They've already got like 4 or 5 singles out though, so I don't quite know the thought process behind waiting so goddamn long. Outside of the fact that obviously they were waiting for that Set It Off tour. But whatever, the song rips. So
I could hear Chris screaming from a distance.
I did actually. I texted him and was like, "Did you see that As It Is announced their album?" And he's like, "Yes, I'll see you in Philly at the show." And I'm like, "Okay, perfect.
Guess I'm going."
Yeah. Well, I was like, "I'm gonna go. I just don't have tickets yet." But
oh, are you guys gonna drive together? Carpool?
Probably not. But it's like got whatever in the morning. So. But
that's right.
yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, this banged.
Yeah,
that's cool. Mhm. Rosalia and The Weeknd dropped new single La Fama. I'm sorry. Yeah, continue.
Wasn't expecting the weekend of just start dropping Spanish bars.
I mean,
Wasn't on my
it
2021
banged,
bingo
though.
card. Yeah, no, the song is
Yeah.
really good. I was just like, because I heard her singing in Spanish, and I'm like, okay, is the weekend gonna drop some Spanish bars? And he did, and I was like, holy shit. It was very good,
And
though.
I didn't, and it felt natural
Yeah,
coming
it
from
did.
him. Like it sounded very good.
Yeah.
It didn't sound forced or anything, kind of like the Billie Eilish one. Like, no shade to Billie, just wasn't the biggest fan of that. But with The Weeknd, it just sounded like it sounded good. It sounded crisp and clean, like he had practiced a lot on that, on like pronunciation, and it was good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. Didn't expect it.
Dashboard Confessional dropped a single, Here's to Moving On, and announced their album coming out in, I think, February as well. This song is pretty fucking good.
It was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to prep for this next single. Coheed and Cambria dropped new single, Ride. Nai Ananasha?
Close enough.
Nai Ananasha. Cut the cord. Could have just been cut the cord. That would have made my life so much easier, but all right.
Way easier.
Yeah. Whew.
Song's pretty good, though.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that wild song title.
That whole song title, that mouthful. Yeah.
Pretty good, though.
Pretty banging.
Pretty banging. Banger, banging, banging. Mom Jeans dropped a new single,
Yes!
Cry Baby, on the phone.
I love Mom Jeans now. Thank you, Mom Jeans. This banged. I enjoyed this a lot.
This song is pretty good. I see Mom Jeans in like a week. Next Wednesday.
Yes! I'm so excited. I'm not going, but you're picking up like 50 merch items.
Glory's got me standing at the merch table for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
At the end of the show.
Tyler is signing vinyls. So, because I saw somebody post on their story their Safe Face vinyl, and it had Tyler's signature. So, I would like that. If you see him.
If I see him.
Yeah.
All right.
But this banged. Obviously.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
I love Safe Face. Slaves dropped new single, Cutting It Close. You said they changed their name, right?
The press release and everything had the new name change. I don't know what's going on with the whole like Spotify thing. Like maybe it is like, a whole process to like get your name changed. And they were going to go under his name as the new name was going to be Rain City. Okay. And
Horrible
then
name.
They said we're going to delay the single. And they came back and they said, our name is now Rain City Drive.
That's even worse. How did they make it worse?
So they said, our new name is Rain City Drive. Clearly, super last minute. They had said last June, they're like, we're going to change our band name, and had a year and a half to come up with something.
Yeah, because we asked them and they didn't even know.
Yeah, they were like, we'll figure it out.
You don't even have it yet.
And then they put the song out, and all the promotion is under Rain City Drive. But when you go on Spotify, it's still under Slaves. So I don't know what's going on over there. I'm sure it is like a process to get your name changed on Spotify and like keep all the streams and everything without like making a new profile. So maybe that's part of it. And they did just like sign to a new label. They're on Thriller Records. As much as we have beef with them because they blocked us over the whole Call Me Charisma thing.
I forgot about that.
As much as they blocked hundreds of people on that day, and we just happened to be one.
I mean,
deserved.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
honestly,
it was deserved. But anyways, they signed to them, and so I'm sure there's a lot of moving pieces. But while you're waiting, maybe you should contact Spotify and say, "Hey, wait, we came up with something better," and literally put anything else in place of Rain City Drive. Because
I think they should just kind of consult maybe the DIY scene, because they come up with pretty good names for like bands and stuff where I'm like, that sounds like that's a good name. It's kind of like hit or miss sometimes, but usually it's like a lot of good names. So they should consult, because Rain City Drive is just not it at all. It's just
not a very good band name, but
it's just like,
I mean, at the end
are
of the
you
day,
indie?
At the end of the day, it is just a band name. So like I get like, you don't have to put too much thought into it, because if you start putting too much thought into it, you come up with even somehow worse names than Rain City Drive. Like you'll just shit out something even worse. So it's like, I get it. It was probably just like, here's a new name and like whatever, and like they've got this new kind of aesthetic to go with it, and I guess they're like, we'll just like kind of, you know, let the music speak for itself or whatever, and that's fine because the song rips. As much as I hate the band name, the song is good. But that band name, man, it's rough.
They should have just kept Slaves. Like, I know it's like a horrible name to begin with, but like if Rain City Drive is your next option, you should have just kept Slaves, dude. Like, all right. North Lane, drop new single, Echo Chamber.
This is all right.
There you go. This is good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
And Raccoon Tour dropped their new single, The Denton Weaver, off the
Title
album
track.
The Denton Weaver. The song is pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty stoked for that album to be out in a couple weeks. Go watch our interview with Nate. We chatted about the album ahead of its release. It's pretty exciting.
That was good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
This song was good, but my favorite is still Horror Show. That one just holds a special place in my heart.
So true. Well, that is all the topics we have today. You can follow us on Twitter. It's Good Noise _ Cast. Instagram is Good Noise Podcast. Facebook is Good Noise Pod. TikTok is Good Noise Podcast. YouTube is Good Noise Podcast. Spotify, Good Noise Podcast. Every other streaming service ever, Good Noise Podcast. Fucking what else is there? Bandcamp is goodnoiserecords.bandcamp.com. And Patreon is patreon.com/Good Noise Podcast. Follow us everywhere. Corey's got your Patreon supporters and your important plugs, and then we're gonna go do an interview for the first Monday in like a month, and then I have to go study for my math test tomorrow that I am going to fail.
What is it on? Is it like, what is calculus?
It's on calculus, but what did we learn? Oh boy, I couldn't tell you. I don't fucking know.
Isn't math the one where your teacher took like half the class to figure out her own problem because she messed up somewhere?
She's gonna give me a test on that tomorrow, and she's gonna grade it.
Are you sure she'll be able to grade it properly?
Well,
because if she can't answer her own question.
Listen, it doesn't matter if she grades it and it's all fucked up, or if she grades it and it's all right. Like her grading, I'm gonna fail either way, so it really doesn't matter. But I have to like put some effort into trying to figure out what was going on over the past several weeks in the class. That's what I'm gonna do after this.
Well, good luck, man.
Thank you.
Thank you to our Patreon supporters, my brother, my uncle, Matt from Pulses, Jeremy, Brady, Zari, and Eric. Yay! Thank you. If you want to join this list of awesome people and have your name shouted out at the end of every weekly podcast episode, you could subscribe to our Patreon. Shane said our name a couple seconds ago, so just scroll back if you're watching
Patreon.com/Good Noise Podcast.
Or just listen, and it starts at $1, so it's virtually like nothing. If you can give that. Important plugs. God, the what's his name? The Kyle Rittenhouse. That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Bro, I take shits and cry like that, yo.
Dude, literally, like, some of my best work was that tweet.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, he's guilty. So that's all I'm gonna say. If you don't think he's guilty,
wait, is that why he was crying so bad? I didn't like watch the clip. I just saw him crying, and I was like, "Hey, I cry like that when I take a big shit." Tweeted it.
I think he was crying because they were asking him to like recall what happened, like his point of view of it, and that's the whole. And then that's when the people came up and blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, anyways, he's guilty. Like, you crossed state lines and came to this peaceful protest with your gun that isn't licensed to you, and you're a minor.
But the people attacked you. Got it.
But like, how? Okay. Anyways,
it made some funny memes, and he's also guilty. So
hilarious. But the judge is biased. So is he guilty? Oh, who knows? The judge was straight up defending him, and I was like, "That's not your job."
Awful. Awful.
So that just shows how flawed the system is, and how, that's all I have to say to that. As always, Black Lives Matter. Stop Asian hate. Don't be a jerk. Don't be a prick. Yeah, stay safe. Get your vaccine if you can. If you can't, wear your mask. Even if you have a vaccine, wear a mask because it's always good to have extra protection. Just, regular stuff now because COVID isn't going away.
You could, I don't know. If you wear your mask, you won't catch a ringworm in the next water park's pit. Maybe wear a hairnet too if you go to a park show. Yeah,
you should start wearing hairnets if you're going to a park show because lice is
running rampant
out there now.
Yeah,
it's so gross. That's so gross. Well,
that's all we got tonight. I have been Shane.
I have been Glory.
And we'll see you guys next week. Maybe we'll have the Korn album by then. All right. All right. Good night. Bye.